I think it's amazing. The Spirit of the Lord is really, really ministering to me.
There's no greater event. It just impacts your life.
I felt like I've had a really close encounter with him.
I've never been the same again. I was adopted when I was 6 or 7, and I had a rough childhood, and I grew up I kind of grew up around the gospel, and I kind of grew up around in a church environment, but since I was adopted, I was kind of angry and bitter towards just a lot of different things in my life circumstances, and I only went to church because I had to. So my relationship with God was, I didn't have one. I avoided him. I didn't like the idea of spending, time in every Sunday morning in church. It wasn't existent. My youth pastor, he was telling me about the event and the cool bands that would be there, and just kind of telling me how it was a cool event and I'd meet lots of cool people. I went to the event signing up that there would be bands and stuff. I didn't know there was going to be sessions and sermons, and I didn't know there would be content that would change my life. The sessions, the content, the actual experience that I had during worship, it broke down the misconceptions I had about Christianity, and it showed me truth about love. It showed me truth about grace. It showed me, started breaking in these little truths, started breaking through the lies, and brick by brick it took down the entire wall. Got on my knees, and I decided in that moment, just praying, begging God that if there was something more, that he would show it and he would allow me to become a part of it. I decided right there I had a choice to make, and it was a really simple one, but it's one I've been avoiding. I could start believing and search for a truth and search for a purpose that was more than what I believed, or I could just continue my life living it like there was no God. There had to be something bigger for me. I felt like I found truth. I felt like it was freeing. It was completely freeing, because for the first time, I knew what I believed.
We lift you up higher and higher. We shout as one, your holy choir. We proclaim that you are God.
And Acquire the Fire was a start to something bigger. It showed me that it's okay to get in the Word. It showed me that it's normal to actually seek God and pray about your life, pray about your family.
It really called kids out to live out their faith and to really rethink the way that they lived. It contrasted the way that they lived in the world. There were speakers there that dealt with issues of kids not really owning their faith, and it really changed lives. After coming to that.
And after Acquire the Fire, it was this milestone where I could say I'd come this far. This is where I've grown. This was the starting point, like the starting line, I guess you could say, just with my relationship with God. This was where things became real. This is where I took life seriously. It's so many things to me, but most of all, it's been this milestone where I was given a chance to understand God in a real, tangible way by people who loved me without a reason to. I wouldn't change going to Acquire the Fire for anything. I wouldn't trade it out for anything.
We lift you up.